Well, Mark, this is a tremendous season for you. 2 big tournaments still to go, £80,000 potentially to win at this tournament. It's been an incredible time for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good season. I can't complain at all. So just want to continue doing what I've done. Like keep working hard in the practice table, keep working hard off it, and yeah, see where I end up at the end of the year.
There's been so many changes that you've made over the course of the season, pre-season, I guess. You know, the weight loss. How are you sort of dealing with those changes and staying? You seem very, very calm at the moment with your demeanour around the venue. It seems like you're in a good spot in general.
Yeah, I am, and like the weight loss has been a big part of it, but it hasn't been the only part. No, I feel like even my private life started to go really well, ticking boxes off. That have been sort of troubling me the last few years, and working with a psychologist, Paul, he's got me in a good place as well. I always felt like I was pretty good mentally, but I think he's took me to another level, and I'm just enjoying playing at the minute. I know it maybe doesn't look that way because I'm not playing at my best, but I'm actually enjoying the competition. I'm enjoying the battle of not playing at my best and still trying to get through, and I feel like that's probably the biggest thing that I've done well this year.
Did you know before the season that you were going to produce good snooker this season?
Absolutely not. I just felt like trying my best to lose weight was probably going to give me a better opportunity of doing well, but you just don't know what's around the corner. And the way it ended last season, with a bit of a whimper, losing 13-4 to Ronnie in the Worlds, not really putting up much of a fight. I wasn't particularly excited for the new season, but you always felt like you can nearly block out everything that's happened in the past, and you just think, right, new season, sort of fresh start type thing. But didn't start particularly well, losing to an amateur in European Masters. But that was tough because I literally got a new cue and I'd lost like 3 stone in a really short space of time, and I didn't feel like my game was anywhere at all, and it showed in that match. I wasn't sharp, but then I had a big gap. There was a big gap after that to my next tournament, and I felt ready then. I felt sharper. Played some really good stuff. I think it was a British Open actually was next, so played some really good stuff all week, and then I've just showed good batting qualities the rest of the season as well. I was playing some good stuff amongst it, but it hasn't been my best for quality, but by far my best for results, so I'll take that.
And what you've certainly shown this season is you can call upon many different aspects of your game. You've done that very effectively.
Yeah, no choice to, because I haven't been playing great, but I think in the past I've always been willing to battle it out and stuff. No, I've never been a quitter in that regard, but I always felt like my B game wasn't as good as some of the other guys, at the very top. But I feel like I've really improved in that. I feel like my B game's right up there now with everyone in the world, and it's up to me now to try and improve that A game. I've been working so hard on improving the B game, and I've had lots of practice of that lately, but I need to try and improve that A game if I'm going to lift the biggest trophies consistently.
And I don't want to focus too much on money, but the sums of money that you've won this season, that you've collected, the checks, it's a tremendous amount of money for anybody. Is it easy for you to kind of just put that aside and keep focusing on the snookers? Because for a lot of people that would be a great temptation, to be dipping into that money. It's difficult, I imagine.
I've said it a few times in different interviews, maybe not with you, but like because of mistakes in the past and stuff, and the way I was going through bankruptcy and all that there, my financial position going forward isn't what you'd think, so the money doesn't really matter anymore to me. But in a way that's took a lot of pressure off. I can just enjoy playing, and I know that I'm getting a sort of steady income going forward, but I'll probably never have the dizzy heights of a lot of money in the bank, but I have to accept that and just move on,
And looking ahead, we've got the Tour Championship before then, but the World Championship, you're going in there as one of the favourites this year. Look, we know you're always going to be one of the favourites for big tournaments, but this year you'll be top of that 1 year list, and by quite a way potentially. How are you going to deal with that? Is there a pressure that goes with that, or will you embrace that, or is that not really the way you'd see it anyway?
I don't think so. Like no one puts any more pressure on me and ever has done than I do. So winning a few tournaments and being number one on the 1 year list doesn't change the pressure I'm going to put on myself to do well at the Crucible. Just working with Paul, the psychologist now, probably will get me in a better place mentally for it. Just need to be thinking the right things and get the most out of the bad sessions. That's probably what I've not done well in recent years, so I feel like I'm in the best possible position to do that this year, given the fact that I've had to fight for so much already this season. I'll be more than mentally ready for that.
And along with the mental and psychological stuff at the Worlds, obviously stamina, physical stamina, maybe snooker is not the sport where stamina is most important, but it is important in that tournament, I think. And given the shape that you're in this season, Does that give you more optimism going into a World Championship?
Well, it should do. It really should. It can't do me any harm, put it that way. There's no coincidence that the people that do well regularly at Sheffield are sort of taking care of themselves off the table too, and that's something that I let sort of slip for too long. And yeah, win or lose this year at Sheffield, I'll be going there with my best possible chance, given the fact I've lost so much weight, my game's in reasonable shape, I've won a lot of matches, I've won a lot of tournaments. The signs are good, but it doesn't guarantee success.
Wishing you all the best.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.